It's your girl, Miss Juicy. This is kind of a special edition. How about that? A special edition uh, to our live broadcast. And it's just myself today. So I just wanted to just popped out of the shower, getting ready to get out in it. And I just wanted to come on here and go live for a few minutes and just give you guys a little insight on some of the stuff that's going on here in Cleveland. So, if you know me, you know that I am a big, huge football fan. I definitely am. I grew up here in Cleveland. I am a dog. I am a cardiac kid. I am a Browns fan, good, bad, or indifferent with this team. I'm telling you, especially here lately. So, for those of you that are in Cleveland or in Ohio or follow football or follow the Browns, you know the big, big deal that has been going on here all season. Um, and that is our quarterback, our new quarterback, Deshaun Watson. So it has been decided by the NFL that he will be suspended for 11 games and he'll pay a $5 million fine. So it's over, basically, with the NFL. It's over. Of course, it's not over in the court of public opinion. Um, what I want to say is this, and I know that I'm probably not going to be super popular with people, but this is to my ladies. This is to my ladies. And if you're on here, please say hi. Please say hi. Let me know where who you are and where you're from, because I see some people popping on, and I appreciate it because this was not scheduled today. And as you can see, I have the wet hair look going on right now. I don't have on any glasses, so I really can't see. But it's okay. It's okay. So, but I wanted to talk, um, and you guys know how I feel about my ladies. I love my ladies. I love my ladies. But I'm one of those people. I'm gonna be raw and real with your asses. Okay, you know that. You know that. And I want to talk to you, ladies, from the heart, and I want to talk to you regarding putting yourselves in positions to be hurt. See, nobody wants to talk about the elephant in the room. Nobody wants to talk about this. Nobody wants to say, hey, look, what did I do wrong? What did I do that I can improve upon as well? What did I do to, in quotation marks, loosely deserve what happened to me? Now, let me preface this by saying I do not believe in, by any stretch of the imagination, that man, woman, or beast should be harmed in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Um, I don't believe that. I won't believe it. I'm not going to believe that. I don't feel that harming other people is a good thing in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I want to make sure I preface this whole conversation as we get started and dig into this with that announcement, okay? So let me tell you why I wanted to come on here today. So I've just watched the press conference and I watched the Haslams speak on one of the things that they're going to be doing is educating. Okay. They're going to be putting $1 million into Northeast Ohio to educate uh, young men, young women about sexual assault and anything that goes in that category, I'm going to imagine. Well, let me start with my young ladies because that's where I need to go. That's ladies. Look. Been there, done this. Once again, don't just look at this little young ass face and think. I'm 59 years old. I will celebrate my 60th birthday, God willing, next year. So this is 60 years of experience coming to you live, making mistakes, fucking up, but you gotta own your own shit. We don't do that as women. We want to run around here and play the victim. We going there today. We going there today. Now, I'm not going to blame you, ladies. But what I am going to say to you is this, and I'm going to say this to all women that can, that are in a position that can. Do not put yourself in a position to be hurt. We do this, ladies. We do this. I've done it. I've got friends that do it. I've got clients that do it. We all do it. We put ourselves in a position to be hurt. And we wind up, unfortunately, being a victim. And I don't want any woman, man, or beast to be a victim. So, how do we change that narrative? How do we fix that? How do we stop becoming a victim? Number one, let's go with reality. We're not talking about sex. We know that. Miss Juicy has said it. I'm gonna keep saying it. We are not talking about sex. And I'm not talking about the actual sexual action. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about intimacy. I'm talking about understanding predators. I'm talking about all kinds of things that have to do with sex. Sex is different for everyone. We don't do it. Mm. Our health education programs are a fucking joke. You know it, I know it. It teaches you how to get pregnant. We got a government that doesn't give a flying fuck about a woman's body. Okay? And you all expect what not to happen? Ladies, we got to protect ourselves. We have to arm ourselves with knowledge. We have to arm ourselves with being aware of our surroundings. We have to get it together for ourselves. Okay? Because ain't nobody going to help us. Not unless you educate yourselves and you prepare yourselves and you think of every scenario that you could possibly think of that would happen. And you start at a young age because our young girls are being abducted at a young age. Look, whoo, I've been there. I've been raped. I opened my front door and I had an old boyfriend rape me. I've had a husband that cheated on me and gave me a communicable disease. I had a husband that beat my ass and I saw the warnings, but I didn't, ran right to the fire. I sure did. But I tell you one thing I'm not going to be is a victim. I'm going to own my little itty bitty tiny piece of it and I'm going to give him the rest. But I'm going to put myself in a position to win, not in a position to hurt. Excuse the sirens and the children in the background. Look, let me break it down to you. We have to do better as women. We have to reach one, teach one. We have to stop putting ourselves in a position to be hurt. And that is the honest to goodness truth. We have to educate ourselves. And when we see a star or a famous person, a famous athlete, we can't get all starry eyed and goofy and all that kind of stuff. We can't be thinking this is our meal ticket. I'm gonna get pregnant by him. I'm gonna get a bunch of money, and that's how I'm gonna live the rest of my life. No, there's more to you than your coochie. There's a brain, and we need to start using it to make sure that we're safe and we're secure. Now, can we stop everything? No, but some of this silly stuff we can stop. Some of this stuff that we're not thinking about, we can stop. Now, why I say this is because of this. I've watched and I've been following this Deshaun Watson fiasco because that's basically what it's been to me, is a fiasco. If you are a licensed massage therapist and you decide to invite a total stranger into your home to do a massage on him, and he's a professional athlete and you know it, you might want to take some precautions. Put up some cameras. Have somebody in the building or in your home with you. And if the person that you have coming to your home cannot follow the rules, all bets are off. It's over. No massage should have took place. Ladies, if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for everything and anything. When I was working in Indianapolis and I was working with some of the professional athletes there, as far as working at the nightclub, they all called me Mama D. They called me Mama D because out of respect. They didn't get to just walk in the club because they were who they were. You still need to show me your NFL card. I don't know who you are. Every week I forget. I don't care if I watched you on Sunday. Today is Friday, the week later, and I don't know who you are. They learned quickly. NBA players, they came to the club all the time. I understand. We all get a little, starstruck. There's nothing wrong with it. But don't get so starstruck that you lose your mind, that you lose your integrity. And if you don't know what that word means, please look it up, okay? Look. This whole mess has just really made me want to continue on my platform to work with women. And that means young girls too, so that you can understand your value. And your value is not your pussy. Your value is not your tits. Your value is not your ass. Excuse my bluntness in the afternoon, but I'm like this 24/7. That is not your value. There is more to you than that. But you cheapen yourself when that's all you feel you have to offer. I truly hope that if we're going to eradicate this kind of behavior, that we look at all sides. We don't just look at quote unquote people that we consider or we feel or we think are predators or we feel or we think. We have to arm our young girls with knowledge. We have to arm our young girls with confidence. We have to let them know that there is more to them than their bodies. We're not doing that. And we are doing them a disservice and setting them up for failure. This whole scenario that's been going on for months here in Cleveland with Deshaun and these alleged interactions, whether they happened or they didn't happen, whether they happened the way the person said they happened or whether they didn't happen the way the person said they happened. These young ladies that are not here, they're in other cities, I believe in Houston mostly. I know the one I listened to, and I listened to her talk. And like I said at the beginning of this, I don't believe that anyone should be harmed in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But I do also believe that we have to take some ownership and we have to start by training our young girls and talking to our young girls and letting our young girls know about predators and sex and what is right and what is wrong, what is a good touch, what is bad touch. And as you get older, you don't get totally enamored because someone says, I'm an NBA player, I'm a Major League Baseball player, I'm an NFL player, and you lose your mind because this person has reached out to you. Once again, they just a person. They're just a man. They're just a woman in the professional athletic arena. They're just a person. What do you say to someone that puts themselves in a position to be hurt? How do we fix that for women? How do we make this better? Well, number one, we have to educate. Number two, women need the confidence to understand that they can say no. You need to self reflect and understand that you have the right to say no, to not take something that you feel. And I know we all do this. You know when your spider senses are tingling, and you know, oh, I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. But I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to go ahead. That's when you say no. That's when you say no to yourself. That's when you say stop, hold up, wait a minute. What could possibly go wrong? I know when I was coming up and I was going out with my girls, we went out together and we left together. Nowadays, and I've seen it, definitely have seen it. These girls go out and they don't know where their friends are. The girl's drunk somewhere, don't even know she's had something slipped in her drink. Y'all not watching out for each other. Am I my sister's keeper? You letting her take a ride with anybody. We got to do better as women and young girls out here. You trying to get where I'm at. I'm not trying to get where you at. So when an older woman comes up to you and talks to you and is trying to be there for you and trying to give you some knowledge, get off your defenses and accept the knowledge fruit that she's trying to give you. I remember, people want to defend, and I'm not going to defend it. I don't believe in it. I don't think it's right. When you step out the door, you should be ready. I am 100% behind. I'm more than 1,000% behind what Monique said about hair bonnets, slippers, and pajama pants. And I don't give a flying fuck if you don't like that I said it. Don't. Ladies, you are not ready to face the world stepping out that front door looking like you ain't washed your ass this morning. These hair bonnets are supposed to be for night. Do you know why they were invented? Because back in the day, they were put on to sleep in because women didn't cut their hair. Their hair was long, hair got tangled, was everywhere. So they invented these bonnets, and that's what holds their hair. They take the bonnet off in the morning. Now, if you're stepping out the door and you want to wrap, that's totally different. That's totally different. But when you step out the door, you're ready to face the world. Young girls, you are not ready to face the world. You're just not. And I don't care how y'all try to sugarcoat it and try to, well, it's okay. They could do what they want to do. No, we're not teaching. We're not reaching one, teaching one. Do you see CEOs that are women stepping out the house in their slippers, pajama bottoms, and their hair bonnets? No, you do not. We got to do better as women. We got to empower our women, but more importantly, we got to teach And we're not doing it. I don't care if you white, black, pink, or purple. We are not doing it. We're making it easy, you know? When I sit here and I think about it, we're making it easy for our young ladies to fail. We're making it easy for them to be in situations that they shouldn't be in, making it easy for them to be in a position to be hurt. And we got to stop. We got to stop. We got to reach one, teach one. We got to talk to these young girls. And these young girls need to be open. And we need to make sure that they understand that just because somebody got some money, all money ain't good money. I know you might need that $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever it is you getting paid. I understand that, but it comes with a price that's higher than some of you are willing to pay. Education is important. Knowledge is power. It always has been, it always will be. You see, for me, the Deshaun Watson fiasco and three ring circus that's been taking place is personal. And I'm going to tell you why. For the folks that really know me, know that I have dated for a lot of years a former NFL player. Um, I've seen some of the things that he's had to go through because he is in the NFL. And he's not a franchise. He wasn't a franchise player. He just played in the NFL. I've seen, because I have friends that are in the NFL and family members that are in the NFL, what they go through, what it's like. People want to be around you because of the fact that you're an NFL player. They're not around you because you're Joe Blow. They're just around you because you're in the NFL. That's it. And as soon as you're not in the NFL, they ain't nowhere to be found. Along with that comes some perks. Who knew? If you're in the NBA or the Major League Baseball or National Hockey League, or you're a professional athlete of any kind, everybody wants to be around you, including people that you do not know. Some people want to test their that are at this level. Hey, how far can I go with this? What can I get for free? What can I extras can I get? Some folks want to do that. They want to test the waters. That's when we have to educate. That's when we have to talk. That's when we have to get in there and say, look, these are the consequences of your actions. This is what could happen. This is what might happen. Those are the moments that we need to be teaching and educating. I don't know who taught these massage therapists, but if it's your business, it's your business, and on top of it, it's your home. If something is not going the way I want it to in my home, you gonna get up, get dressed, and get the fuck out. and you're going to pay me. If you're a professional in this realm, that's why I can speak on this a little bit, because I did study to be sports medicine when I was younger years. And honestly, I had a situation when I was getting my doing my practical, um, where a young man, I was doing a groin wrap. If you guys know anything about that, I'm right by his private parts, and his private parts were like right in my face, and he got aroused. I finished my wrap. I did what I was supposed to do to get my grade. This was for my grade. The young man was embarrassed, humiliated, the whole 9 yards, turned the same color red as his shorts. But even after all of that, my TA talked to me and said, and talked to all the girls that were in the class, that if that happens, you simply walk away. You allow him to compose himself and get himself together, because it was an involuntary reaction. Now, I don't know what transpired between Mr. Watson and these massage therapists. I wasn't there, and neither were all the court of public opinion. There's only three people that know the truth, and it ain't none of us. But we have passed judgment. Some people have been the jury, the executioner as well. And honestly, it's not fair. The three people that know the truth are Deshaun, the girl in the room, and God. That's it. There's another person I'd like to. I remember when Kobe was going through God rest his soul, when he was going through his issue with the young lady at a therapy facility. There was something that he said later on in an interview with his wife sitting by his side. And I do find this in the profession that I am in now, which is a sexuality coach. I do find this to be true. And that's because of how we bring up little girls and little boys and how we teach them about sex, or don't. But there's a saying out there that, you know, men are from Mars and women are from Venus. And sometimes when it does come to sex, men have one thought process and women have another. See, some men don't think that certain actions are sexual or unwanted. Some men don't think like that. And that's the honest to goodness truth. They're not taught. Some women don't know that they've even been abused because they're not taught. We don't have a clear understanding of what sexual abuse is. Not really. And what you do with one person, they may say that's sexual abuse, but if you do the exact same thing to another person, they like it, they enjoy it. So there's a lot of miscommunication. Why we talk about the 3 C's with me, the clear, concise communication, but coming soon. It's important that we talk and that we communicate and that we understand. And ladies, it is important important that if you are in a situation where you are not comfortable, you use your mouth and you say something, because this man ain't gonna know. Don't go along with it because he's an NBA star, he's an NFL star, or he's wealthy. He's a wealthy man, he's a politician, he's powerful, he's this, he's that. Don't do that. You see, in order for this to get better to the Haslams, you need to start at the root. Otherwise, it's not going to get any better. And your $1 million that you about to put into the Northeast Ohio, honey, you got to get some people in there that's going to talk the truth to these young girls and young boys. Talking the truth. To my ladies, please, 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 please understand I love y'all. I love y'all like you would not know. And I honestly don't want women to make the mistakes that I've made. But we need to own our shit. We need to stop putting ourselves in a position to be hurt, and we need to educate, reach one, teach one. Not to hate men, but to understand what we're getting into, to take precautions, to make sure we're okay, to have a voice in certain situations. So you see, as a massage therapist, if you were a massage therapist and you have an NFL player coming to your home, get you some damn cameras. You don't get a camera? Get you somebody in your house to protect you. I don't care if he's an NFL player. I don't care if he's just regular Joe Blow. I worked in criminal probation. Believe me, pedophiles look just like you and me. What do you think? They're going to say pedophile on their face? They're not. They're going to be charming. They're going to be sweet. They're going to be wonderful right on up until. We have to do better. We have to educate. We have to put ourselves in a position to win, not in a position to be hurt. And until we admit that as women, until we own that piece of what could I have done better, and I'm not saying beat yourself up about it, because like I said at the beginning of this, no one, no man, no woman, no creature should be abused. And I mean that. But in order for us to stop becoming victims, we have got to do better at educating, talking to, understanding our surroundings, understanding what we're doing. If we are professionals, then act accordingly. I know we're going to tackle this topic again, especially on Juicy Tales Erotic Chat with my panels, because I feel it's important. And I will keep advocating for women and women's rights and women to understand that, hey, look, take off the rose-colored glasses just because you meet a celebrity. Understand what you're stepping into. Know your strengths, know your weaknesses, know your rights. Don't just do things just to do them. Don't get starry-eyed and lose your mind. Make sure you understand what you're getting into and talk to people. Tell people what you're about to do. Let somebody know. Do some things that are going to definitely be to your advantage and keep you safe. Now, like I said, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened between Deshaun and all these other women. I could care less personally. I just want to see him throw the damn football. That's all I want. I just want to see the Browns stop being the joke of the NFL and let's get on with it. If I had to voice my personal opinion about the situation, I don't think anybody looks innocent. Let's just put it that way. I don't think any of them look innocent. I think they knew what they were getting into, and I think they saw the money. And I'm going to stick by that. Now, does that mean that they deserve anything bad happening to them? No, that does not mean that. But what it does mean is we have got to do better. So finally, we have a resolution here in Cleveland. I'm excited that football season can go on, life can continue, and eventually this will be old news. But to my young girls and my young ladies out there, let's do better. Let's reach one, teach one. And young ladies, if an older woman comes up to you and is trying to give you some wisdom, trying to give you some advice, she's doing it out of love. She's doing it out of experience. You might won't take it. Some of us don't want you to repeat everything we did wrong. If your spider senses are tingling, listen to them. Women have intuition. Many a time I didn't listen to mine. I do now. Oh boy. My spider senses get to tingling, I get to listening. And as far as the court of public opinion goes, why don't y'all kick rocks? Because don't nobody really care what you got to say. To the Haslams, I truly hope that when you do this money and you invest, and we're talking about educating our young folks and older folks, they need some education too. But over 30 years in the business, they need some education too. Let's have open and honest conversations. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get down and dirty. Let's talk about it like it's supposed to be talked about. But ladies, I've been there. I've been a victim. I have empathy for victims, but I'm a survivor. I ain't no victim. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor of domestic violence. I'm a survivor of rape. I'm a survivor of molestation by a family member. I am a survivor. So I'm not talking from a place of ignorance. I know how everybody feels because I've been there. And I done that. And I learned. I'm not going to be out here hating the world and hating every man that walks by me, because every person is different. And I think that Mr. Haslam said it best. And I want to, paraphrase the Bible, as everybody wants to go to the Bible. Ye without sin be the first one to cast a stone. Mr. Watson is young. He's made mistakes. There is nothing criminal in the mistakes that he has made. That has been determined. If those mistakes actually happened, we'll go with that too. But he's young, and he deserves a chance. I know someone has given all my listeners a second and third chance, fourth chance. I know. And I get tired of these women that are sitting on here um, just browbeating him. It wasn't you. It had nothing to do with you. It wasn't even anyone that you knew or know. And I hate to do it. Ooh, I hate to do it. But I'm going to throw that race card out there. I'm going to throw it out there. I sure am. I sure am. Young, black, and a millionaire. You figure it out. Some things are right in front of your face and you don't even realize it. Some of these people are barking the loudest because he's a black man and I know it. I can read it. I can see it. I can hear it. I can feel it. And it's disgusting. So, with that said, in closing, let's do better. Let's make sure that we're educating and teaching. Let's make sure we're reaching one and teaching one. Let's make sure that we are, as women, not putting ourselves in a position to be hurt. We do that through education. We do that through, even if you're thinking about doing something, talk to somebody. Tell them what's going on. Go ahead. Let people know what you're planning. It's important, ladies, that we keep ourselves safe and we protect ourselves sometimes. So I'll get off my soapbox. Um, like I said, I just wanted to pop on here and say a few things because I feel like they need to be said. And I want us all to do better. I'm happy this fiasco is over. For now, I'm sure it's over. Period. I'm happy it's over with Mr. Watson. I wish him the best. I'm hoping that he is doing the steps that have been put in front of him to become a better person and a better young man and a young king. For the women, I hope they heal. I hope they learn. And I hope that they teach others. That's what's important. Teaching others. To my massage therapists out there, do not put yourself in a position. Be professional. Be professional. Easy for me to say, huh? Be professional at all times, no matter who it is. Be professional. If you're not comfortable in the session. To my sports medicine ladies, same thing. To my nurses, same thing. Have integrity. Don't get caught up with the money. It ain't that. It ain't all that. It ain't all that. You know, these ladies that are doing this, I don't know what they're getting paid. But I've been in a position where I got paid. Money goes away. I'm still handicapped. If something happened to you, you're still going to have those memories. They're not going to go away with money. So I know some people are saying hello and good afternoon. If you can put your name, because I'm not on my other platforms right now, but I can. I guess I could be. How about that? Hello, 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 everyone. Like I said, I just wanted to get on here and just, I know I'm probably, I know me. Just saying hello. Hey, Sam. Hey, Ethel. Hey, girl. Yeah, I'm just talking about the situation here in Cleveland, and it is officially done. Thank God. We can move on and play football. That would be great. But for those of you that are just joining, I was talking about the Deshaun Watson situation. He will be suspended for 11 games and pay a $5 million fine. They came to an agreement. But my topic actually was, I know the Haslams are thinking about putting $1 million into Northeast Ohio, into education, sex, uh, I'm sorry, any kind of sexual misconduct of any kind. They're trying to do those kinds of things, um, and work with charities and things along those lines, which I think is a great thing to do. But I wanted to get on here today and just talk to the ladies and just really say to them, please stop putting yourselves in a position to be hurt. I know nobody wants to say that part. I'm saying the tough part. I'm saying the tough part because nobody else wants to do that. We want to play victim. I don't want us to play victim because we're stronger than that and we're better than that. I want us to educate our men and women, our young men and women, most definitely. And no one, once again, I'll say it again because I know somebody gonna take this out of context, just like they do everything else. I don't believe anyone deserves to be hurt, man, woman, or beast. Okay, I want to make sure I make that clear. But I want to also make sure that people understand. And I've been there. I've been a victim. I am no longer a victim. I am a survivor. I don't even want to use the term victim, but I understand what the term means. I am a survivor. I am a survivor of rape. I'm a survivor of molestation. I am a survivor of being beaten. I am a survivor. And I want people to understand that sometimes, no, it's not totally your fault, but take a piece of that ownership because you got to do it in order to heal and move forward. You got to take a piece of it. What could I have done different? What could I have done better? Did I deserve what happened to me? Hell no. You probably did not deserve what happened to you. If you were raped, if you were beaten, if you were set on fire, any of those kinds of things, if you were sexually molested, you did not deserve those kinds of things. But what can I do for the future so it does not happen again? How can I help someone else not go through what I went through? It's more than just giving out money. It is about educating, and it's getting the right people in there that to educate. You see, our health education system has failed. I am a health education major. It has failed. So we have to do better. We have to do better. We have got to get our young men and our young women, and even our older women and our older men, to the point where we can talk about sex and all kinds of sex in an open, comfortable setting. And that's what Juicy Tales Erotic Chat is definitely about. I want us to be able to talk about fetishes and everything that goes on because everybody wants to try and sweep sex under the table. Make it sound like it's not that important. If it wasn't that important, why is everybody all up in arms about what happened? Huh? Why has everybody got their panties in a bunch here in Cleveland? Why is the NFL all, oh my God, we got to do something? But you got a rapist in Ben Rathensberger. You got an owner that went to the massage parlor just here recently and was arrested. The only reason why he's not convicted because he was caught red-handed with this penis, where it wasn't supposed to be, I guess, getting his happy ending. But we don't want to talk about that. What color are they? And I hate to use the race card. I really do. I hate to use the race card, but I'm going to use it today. I'm going to use it today. So we got to do better. We got to do better. And once again, I am not condoning anything that is against anybody's will. I'm not condoning that. But I want to make sure that we are not constantly putting ourselves in a place to be hurt. And sometimes as women, we do that. And we got to own that shit. We got to own it and change it. We got to change that behavior. We cannot get to the point where we're sitting here and we're all starry-eyed because it's an NBA player or it's an NFL player or it's an NHL player or it's a Major League Baseball player. We can't do that. Or it's, somebody that's famous, a race car driver, anybody that we see. We got to do better. So once again, I'll get off my soapbox, guys. I love you all. We got a great show coming up for you. Coming up on Juicy Tales of Ride Shack on Monday. So make sure that you are a part of the adult conversation for that one. It's going to go down at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and for our friends in Barbados. I forgot to say that this past week, as well as 8 p.m. Central Time and 6 p.m. for our folks out on the West Coast. And our topic this week will be on Monday night. Get this. This is going to be a great one, okay? Getting your sex life in order. Yes. So make sure you join me, Ms. Juicy, my beautiful melanated co-hosts, Miss Danny's Windows, Miss Jasmine Purple Rain, and our newest addition, Miss Desi J, for a wonderful, wonderful evening of talking about getting your sex life in order, because some of us is all over the place. We a mess. So make sure you tune in for that on Monday. So thank you to everyone that just took a listen to me be on my soapbox. I hope it helps somebody. And like I said, I hope that we can move forward here in Cleveland and get on with the football season, and that be the only thing we be talking about. And let us just remember to reach one, teach one. Number one, reach one, teach one. Education is key. Number two, education is key. And we got to stop playing the victim, ladies. Come on. We got minds. We got minds to go with that pussy and those tits and that ass. We got minds. Let's use them. Let's not put ourselves in a position to be hurt. Okay? I love you guys. Enjoy, enlighten, and embrace eroticism. Ms. Juicy out.